Heroes.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome to Wednesday Night Raw. Oh my goodness, it sounds like there's a WrestleMania happening here today.
I know, Imran's going to be happy.
Well, of course, we want to say welcome to each and every one of you. And of course, we are live. Waiting Radio, Team MMR, Abby Tunes Radio. And yes, this is the second episode. And of course, joining each and every one of you here, wherever you might be listening to us. That's right, is myself, Mr. R.S., Alan, Gopi, Third Degree, and of course, W.R. Riaz in Guyana.
Yep.
Welcome, gentlemen. How are you doing today?
Well, I am doing good. It's been a busy day, but we make all the necessary arrangements to be live on Raw. So tonight is going to be Raw. And let me say this first. Good night to everyone. Sitaram. Namaste, as how my brother Alan likes to put it over. And I'm not going to apologize to anyone for anything that I say tonight. Let's just put it that way. We're going to just give it to you raw. Listen, if you vex, you vex. If you smile, you smile. That is what this program is all about. Three reckless, three rebels. Three persons that have been in the fraternity for a long time. And like we've said last week, we are only here to better it to the end of the day. And I wouldn't be owing anyone an apology. I'm saying from the beginning.
Absolutely right. Alan, over to you.
Sitaram Namaste, Assalamu Alaikum to each and every one of you. Good night. As my brother just said, we might hurt some people's feelings, but, we are seasoned in this industry, and we've took it upon ourselves to try to elevate this thing, right? So it's not about hurting anybody's feelings. If you take it that way, you take it that way, but it's about uplifting and to make yourself a better artist, producer, performer, whatever the case may be, because the standard has really, really dropped a lot. So, and this is what. Hopefully Reyes has like 3 people tonight to get him ice cream compared to 2 last.
I'm hoping that one, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that, and I hope that goes down tonight. But good evening, everyone.
And of course, we're going to start off with our first item. Alan, which one you want to start off first? We got 2 songs that we're going to talk about tonight. And of course,
I think in order to let people know where we're coming from in regards to what we want to set in place, let's start with the first song of Waka's song, and then we'll go on to the next song after that. So we need to play this for everyone. I personally don't want to hear the whole song. I think if we just listen to a little bit of it is enough, because it's very degrading and things like that. But it's definitely something that we need to discuss.
Absolutely. Riaz, so you ready for hear the Waka song? Or are you ready for Waka?
Not really, but 2 against 1. There we go.
All right, here we go. All right, guys, we're going to share with you. Take a listen to this first song.
And when you're born gay. You're either born male or female. I've been having so much problem when I seeing all them bulla man and they full support them. I can't understand. Soon God going and come down. Sodom and Gomorrah going and burn down. So I come to blaze them with a song. Look them there. Your big stink bulla man, hear me say. Fire for the bulla man whole night and day.
My ears are hurting me already, Riaz.
I think that's good enough.
My ears is hurting me already.
Yeah, like I said, we don't need the whole song.
Yeah. I mean, if you listen to this entire song, first of all, we have to set the standard and understand.
First to begin with, that will never play in no mainstream. It's lucky to be played right here tonight, because this is considered mainstream with the magnitude where it's broadcasting on. respects to people trying to make music, you could at least edit out the Shakti strings in it, man. Oh gosh. I mean, you know, if you really wanted to song little, long little nice, gee, you could have try edit out the Shakti strings at least, no man. Because I'm 100% sure, put my neck on the block that Avi never give that instrumental to even go that direction.
And I will second that because, you know, I don't mean to cut you, Ray, but one of the biggest problems that we've been seeing in music today, a lot of people are taking the instrumentals from artists in them and then doing their own stuff. So we're going to get into that in just a second. But I know for a fact the man who produced this rhythm and things like that, and his tag is in there, did not give permission for this song to be put out, you know, and we'll go into that after.
Absolutely, and you know, the thing is, you know, we know the producer for the track for a long time, and you know his production is what tour artists internationally currently right now, and just finishing up an international tour, right, and hitting 8 millions and counting, right? So.
Yep.
You know,
Ro, let me cut you for 1 second because we personally know the artist or we're not sticking up for R.A.W. or Shakti Strings or whatever. We are discussing this track, and this has no favoritism to anyone or relationships and stuff like that. So let's make sure and get that out there before people is like, because it's R.A.W., they wanna go a different way. That is not the case because to me this is absolute garbage that was put out there. So, and that's the reason why we're discussing this.
correct.
And that is what we did mention last week of how the format this program will take. Some persons may be upset and some persons might like what we do and some may not. But all we're trying to do at the end of the day is better the industry because, people want to make music, but come on, man, think a little bit before you actually do these things. I mean, you in a world which we will go down and talk about copyright. You know, you could have been in a whole heap of trouble there, brethren. You know what I'm saying?
And this on the vocals part of it, you could tell this person was trying something not in a professional setting and manner and whatnot. And as we just mentioned, you stole somebody's melody, and that's one of the biggest problems in regards to music that's coming out of the Caribbean. This is not the first song. There's a lot of other songs where, you know, some artists in them is generous enough to put their instrumental out there, but that does not give you the permission, that does not give you the right that if you want to be a singer, just go and take somebody's property and sing over it. Get the correct permissions. We've seen Chris Brown, Nicki Minaj, people are getting sued left and right by sampling and doing the things that's necessary to do the music in the correct manner. But our culture, our people, our Caribbean people, they don't do the stuff in the correct thing, and they get away with this madness.
Correct. And Alan, I'm gonna jump in a little bit on the middle of this song here, right? Because I want everybody to listen a little bit here.
Your big stink, bulla man, hear me.
What is that language? Right? That one.
Well, we don't even have to go into the lyrics because we know the lyrics is just a way to try to get attention. That's what they did. He did the lyrics to get attention because, let me just go back one step because we got to say congratulations to people like Vakati that got awarded an award today for a Lifetime Achievement Award, as well as your dad, Reyes. Congratulations goes out to your dad. Benita Willie.
Sad that dad was not here. Sad that dad was a bit upset that he's not here to actually collect it. But it was great to him. You know, he's been in the art form, and I've told anyone this in my career that spans a very long time. The number one supporter is my dad. From where I'm at today, I am a true example of him. He's given me opportunities, and he's paved the way for me in broadcasting and entertainment. So kudos, Dad. Congrats on that Lifetime Achievement Award today as well.
And Ray, what is the name of the organization that gave your dad that award?
West Indian Record. There's an last name to it, but I'll get it in a bit.
Okay, so West Indian Record, but they did acknowledge Vakati Singh because let's be real, the man is on the verge of 10 million views for a song that That's never happened in the chutney soca industry, right? Especially for just over a year. And then you have Vanita Willie, who also got a Lifetime Achievement Award for her contribution. And she was viral. I mean, there's probably well over 5 or 6 million views,
I
plays
was
of her song
using
on
TikTok. It was like
TikTok.
you at TikTok, yeah.
And this is what, so now you want to degrade these people and ride off, the coattails of what Bacardi did and Tony did, because combined together they're well over maybe 15 million views probably between all the different platforms and stuff like that. And now you're attacking them, and this is one of the thing in regards to this singer, because I don't even want to mention his name, but this singer, his modus operandi is always attacking somebody. It's not about a betterment or anything like that. It's about attacking some people or someone and their music that is out there. So
Yeah.
what are you trying to accomplish? If you cannot do it on your own, why attack people that's making a difference?
Correct. So, Alan, and to you and Riaz, wanna throw this question out there to you guys a little bit. So, when we have and we just talk about Vicari and the effect that his music is playing in the industry, and how well that is going for the entertainment industry. Now, when what is the you see from the psychology of the entertainment industry when song like this that that come in and try to steal that, jump on that bandwagon, so to speak, right? How do you see this affecting our entertainment industry, affecting the listeners? Now, when I say that, now when you guys talk about it, right? Understand that someone say, "Oh, this song you release," and they say, "Me not like that song." So they share it, and they say, "Oh, this song not nice." But they still share it, and you start getting all kind of crazy share on the song.
Let Reyes respond first before I respond.
Well, that is where someone is just trying to ride off of fame and popularity. We've seen it happen, but I mean, I would have acknowledged if it was done in somewhat a much more professional, a much more better manner. What at the end of the day, and this is just my opinion, my view on this, is that it is trying to not only take away a limelight, but is also trying to just attempt in a nice manner to even this the song by itself and the artists. I think we've seen too much of hate games in this industry today, and I don't think Alan or should be able to change this. Too many persons hate for too petty things, or we're not building the industry through this movement. This program may sound to some as it's critical, but all it stands to do is better the industry. Because what I like to tell that artist is write and come up with your own music, and you'll be respected at the end of the day. Overnight success doesn't come. Vicadi didn't gain success in a year. Or 2 or 3. He's been around for about 5, 6 years.
Exactly. He's been out there for about 7+ years.
Even longer, but I'm subject for correction. He had songs before, from Rajput to Mud-in-Law. Did he do the Roti song, or the Roti song was Tony? I think the Roti song was Tony. But you've done other tracks that just didn't make it. But he never give up. He'll come to our next point. We will talk about the give up part just now, about something else. So that's my opinion on it, Alan.
Well, and this is I agree, because we've just got over back in February where there was an all-out social media war in regards to Trinidad versus Guyana and things like that, and
which was total nonsense.
Yeah, and which was ridiculous, because myself and you, Riaz, we stood up together, unified, to fight against that stupidness that was going on out there, and you had to see more of it being really inside the CSM, right?
Yeah,
we've overcome that. Now that we've overcome that, and it's very disappointing. Now we have a Trinidadian that is going after these guys and saying this kind of nonsense. But once again, that's the lyrics. Now, besides the lyric, him putting together these ridiculous lyrics, the quality of the vocals was not good, and we can tell you just sampled over this song. And my wife just made a comment here and it was like, if views make a difference, because what if this guy starts to get the views? Does that mean his song is good and whatever? And it's unfortunate that we have a lot of people that prefer to listen to madness, right? Stuff
Yeah.
that is controversial. They give those songs the forward and whatever. And we've talked about this as you mentioned. Vakati's been in the industry for a lot of years. Look, one of our very good friends who's extremely talented, and I love to bring this up. Randy Reckless has not had a song that hit 10 million views yet, and stuff like that. Look, our own Raymond Ramnarine, that is world renowned, has not hit a 10 million views and things like that. But Raymond has set himself over 60 plus years in this. His family has been in this industry.
Yeah.
Terry Godraj has not hit 10 million views and stuff like that for somebody that's in the industry 27 plus years.
Yeah,
It's,
and
it's timing.
I've been telling people, it is not a time to hate because one has gained that. It is a time that you come together and build. All right. As entertainers, we will know that. I say shout out to my boy DJ Fest from Island Zone Radio, locked in with us tonight. Big ups to Latchme. I see Cherish fresh out from her engagement, locked in with us as well. I don't know if Cherish should get engaged to somebody.
That's a little bit.
I don't know. I gotta really talk to mommy.
That's
I
a little
didn't
bit
have a
extra
conversation with mommy
rarias.
about this. But good night to everyone, Gita Baldio, and everyone else who's locked in tonight. Blessings to you guys, Safi Knott and Pam Singh. Yeah, everyone. I'm sorry if I missed a lot of persons out there. But
Riaz, Pam Singh just said, she said that songs like this is a bad influence to our kids. And to your point, and I'll go back to you guys, right? This is what people don't understand, that there is, you don't have, as much as Facebook have parental control and things like that.
Yeah.
When these things go out and all the media platform, kids have access to it and they see it right away, and we are putting in their head these kind of things. And also to Riaz and Alan, the other thing too is that how can we prevent things like this from happening? And we can touch a little bit on that, you guys, right? How can we prevent something?
Imran said, as in Imran Ahmad, the retiree.
Yeah, he's not retired
again. He said that, watch out for my other song, Red Ants in My Pants, will hit 1 billion views. Bring it on to Imran. Red Ants in
Congrats
to
Imran. We got a large up Omesh Singh out of Canada that's locked in. MC Drew P that just did a song with Bunty. I love my Guyana. He said, we need to build on each other. Our brother, Mr. Nice Vibes out of Trinidad, is like, good night. And, I want to large up Vishan Muhammad. And Vishan messaged me. He's like, yo, you guys shouldn't give that song any light, focus on positivity.
Yeah. Vishan may have a point. But before you go, right, here it is. Remember the beginning of this program, I said, I owe no one an apology. I'm making no apology. Look what Cherish can tell me. Riaz, you better expect a call from me after this live for that comment.
Oh my God. you waiting for your halwa, you understand? We know that's the moment that you're waiting for.
I mean, I got a little piece of the window, but I didn't know it was going on all like that because I didn't approve those pictures. But anyway, we can deal with that on the next night.
Right, and Omesh Singh is like
every song gone, and we're not gonna go back that song.
Yeah, everyone has their own gift from the Bugman, and it works how it's supposed to work. Now, I agree. Large up my boy Omesh out of Canada. That's a hardworking gentleman, and large up Stanley man. That's locked in as well.
Omesh and Stanley man, Canada still locking me out. Omesh promised me a drive
hey,
Ferrari, but
you know what? I gotta tell you this. I gotta tell you this about Omesh. I called the man at 3 o'clock in the morning, and he answered the phone. I'm like,
Omesh like you.
Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing? He said, man, Albert, he's sleeping. I just working in the studio. So I was like, wow.
If you don't know Roshan don't sleep. If you know him, he don't sleep. Listen, if you have a technical issue, there's some days my computers go blue screen. And that is not good, brother.
No, not DJ.
Blue screen with some typewriter letters. If you know what I mean in typewriter, like we
I
tick,
know
tick
what you're
those
saying.
letters like that. And at
Yes.
any hour you call Roche, the computer just went blue screen, and Roche be like back, forward, back, tick, 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 tick. 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 2 in the morning. It's gonna fix. Roshan don't sleep, so big up to Omesh if he
Listen,
don't sleep as well.
but Riaz,
Anyway,
from what you
what? Before you guys go,
uh
Imran is saying I will send you some free food for not mentioning retiree every week. Well,
uh,
Imran,
Lord.
well, it depends
let
on
me
the
see.
quality of the free food.
Well, here what happened. Remember, guys, I'm going to Sona, blend on the water, and Mama Wamba. Let me see where I want else to go. I probably want to get some food, probably in somewhere in Astoria area. So Imran, if you could get me food, Imran, don't give me food on Queens. I'll
Look at
get the
that.
plenty in Guyana. Big up to the restaurants in Queens. Great food, but Imran, I'm not coming to the US for that. So Imran, the retiree, if you could give me food like from Astoria side, I could don't mention that word.
All right.
Omesh is saying raw is the opposite of war, and we're not looking to cause any war. What we're trying to do is to get, hopefully, this gets back out to the people and them who made this stuff, that we want you to better the music. Because
Yeah.
the reason why Vakadi and them have the 10 million views and the 6 million and the things like that, and I keep saying this, due to COVID, we were all locked in. And what is the relief that everybody have? Music, right? Now, quality music is what matters. We are on the verge of hopefully not another lockdown kind of situation because of the way how this Delta variant and thing is going. But our only form of relief is music, and the three of us is like, we need to see quality music because it's not much that we're gonna get to play. That's the problem. What has come out a lot is not good quality music. Yeah, we're gonna give you a chance to play a song, but can we continue playing this song? Can we play it a second time, a third time, or whatever? And there is, unfortunately, there is a lot of music that's out there. It's a one-time thing. We're giving you a blight, and we can't give it to you again.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Alan,
that's true.
the thing is, I understand that, but like this one, I can't even give it a blah.
This
I
ain't
can't even
reaching.
give it a
This ain't
one-time
reaching
thing.
anyways.
That's the
This
most. That's the most on any platform that it will be played.
is what you
Correct.
just did. What we just
Right.
did.
What
That's
you
the
did,
most it's
that's
gonna
the
play
most will be
anyway.
played.
And someone mentioned to
That's the most.
Riaz before that we shouldn't give the limelight to stay to positivity and not limelight to these kind of songs. But you have to understand that what we are here to do, and like Alan and Riaz mentioned, we're not giving it a limelight. We're giving it a raw limelight to make its awareness. It's like
Exactly.
if you don't bring awareness to it, then everyone is when an accident happened, everybody first thing they run and they want to take on selfie with them phone.
Right.
Accident happened with the
Or
heat.
take a picture of the man that's bleeding to death behind the steering
Yeah,
wheel. Not
and
even
then they
call
forget to the
911.
man bleeding to death.
Yeah,
So
very
here
sad.
is a
Very sad in
song,
how we.
and then everybody was like, they give, yes, you giving it attention. We're giving you attention. We're making you aware that you don't need to bring it to attention. And if you
So
want to
what
give it
else?
attention,
What
well, you know what kind
I
of
did
attention to
say,
give it.
we did say that we will offer advice. So what I'll tell that person, that singer, is come up with better music. Come up with music that you'll get
And sing on
featured. Come
key.
up with
At least
and
sing,
sing. Yeah.
learn the
Right?
keys.
So what's your advice
there
to
are
this
lots of
artist,
DJs
Rob?
that will give you it. I think we're gonna move to something of positiveness now, since
Yeah,
we've already.
But
well,
before we
but
do that,
before we do
Ro,
that,
what's-
Reyes, go ahead, Alan.
yeah, what would you give as a word of advice?
Well, I'll go first, and then Riaz.
Well, I just
The
went.
first thing,
I just went.
I mean, I would say, first of all, you got to take some singing lessons, because obviously everything was off. Rhythm from everything in vocal was totally off of this song. So that's my advice is take some practice before you just release these kind of song, because you're spending
DJ Fest,
time.
we're not telling you back the song. We done play the song already for about
Yeah,
45
you're gonna have
seconds.
to be here from the
It
beginning
beat my
first.
ear, so we're not playing it back.
Yeah,
DJ Fest.
my ears are hurt me right now. So
So
Um,
my thing
go
is,
ahead, Alan.
I don't want to see degrading music anymore, right? From
Yep.
one country to the next country or whatever. We're beyond that. We're past that. Those days are done, right? So, but and to go to the extent that you're going in regards to the lyric quality is just ridiculous. So that's my thing is come up with better lyrics that can be played across multiple different genres, that can be played against multiple different age groups, because this is setting the foundation for those that are coming up. Now, is this right what they're talking about? Now, people's sexual preference or whatever like that is their own. Okay, we don't need to sing about that in a degrading manner. Those days are done. That's my 2 cents in this raw debate, and I agree with Reyes that we should go on to something more
Positive.
better and more positive to let's get this taste. Like, I had to drink some water because of this madness. It's still stuck in my head. Hopefully I
yeah.
can wash it down.
And
right,
you know,
so-
for the folks who just joining us as well, you know, Alan, to add to what you said, and the name of the song itself says Tony Cuts Johnny Walker reply. I mean, come on.
Right, that's the next thing too.
Yeah, you put the
Exactly.
artist name in the song. I mean, come on. So yeah, you know, you need to.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's
So
go
who's
to-
gonna do the opposing side?
Well, I've already clever. I went first.
Yeah, we
All right,
closed.
so- all right.
We're done. We're past this, bro.
Yeah, yeah. All right,
Yeah,
good,
we can
good.
go to
So,
the next-
Alan, you wanna introduce the next song?
Okay, well, the next song, I'm
Just
very,
play
I'm
it
very
before we even
proud.
say anything. Just
about-
play it before we say anything.
Okay,
Alright, good,
I
good.
agree. I
Let me-
agree with
let me
Ray.
play
Let's do
this.
that then.
Just play it.
दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए The love story तू मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए तू मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए ना हो तू दास तेरे पास पास मेरा होगा जिंदगी भर ना हो तू दास तेरे पास पास मेरा होगा
All right, so we're gonna bring that song back, but Alan, if you don't mind, and Riaz, let me jump first for a second. When I have to admit, I did not listen to this song in the audio version only first. When I listened to it, I listened to the video release. And when I listened to the video release, I stopped for a moment and I was in awe. I was like, wow, this is a movie. And that's how I felt when I saw the song. I'm like, wow. I mean, the work that was put into it. It felt like the beginning of a movie starting. So I'll start off with it. Riaz?
All right. Now, this is an example of what this program does. It highlights the negatives, the positive. Now, this song is a positive. This song is a win. This song is what young upcoming singers, enunciation, pronunciation, and to keep it in Nishard's style. And he said this in his, I'm paraphrasing his words. He said, these are songs that people grown up with in an interview I did when he released it last week. These are songs that people grew up with. So he wanted to nail it on point, but add his flavor. His music, his lyrics, his presentation was on point. So a round of applause for Nishard M and Vaishma and team for putting this one out. The sleeping crocodile, who was off the scene for a while, and I gonna knock him like that. I told him this in the interview. He came out, and majority of the music was produced by himself in his studio. But Nishard M, you've nailed this one. And young artists, upcoming artists, listen to singers like this. Listen to singers like him, and I could go down a whole list more, but we're using this as an example to pattern yourself when it comes to presentation, when it comes to your vocal delivery, when it comes to your enunciation. So Nishardem, you're a win for us.
Alan?
And I second that because I was fortunate enough to have him on last night. Didn't we only today is when we finalized that his song was going to be featured and stuff like that based upon what was submitted. Now, one of the things, the audio does not give any justice to, like we said, what the video is. Go to the Nishat M YouTube channel, look at the video, go to West Indian Chutney Music, look at the video, because this video and when I spoke to him last night about it, they translate the meaning of the song because a lot of people, this is a love song based upon the feel and the way it goes and whatever like that. But when you watch what the lyrics mean, the power of this lyrics in regards to true love from one person to the next, and the video and everything rolls that all up together. Besides, Nishad's vocal ability is magnificent.
Yeah.
His pronunciation,
if I get a man like Mr. Shankar Budu, famously known as DJ Cyanide, said big tune, then it is big indeed. Nishad M came out of his comfort zone with this song. That's DJ Fess. Big up Studio Stradad family. Renita Stradad said this song is a 10. I am agreeing with you on that. And yeah, Nishad has shown his versatility through music. He's an artist that I think the young upcoming ones could not. I'm not telling you to be a Nishad M. Don't get me wrong. Everyone have their own style, but you could not emulate, but you listen to him, listen to his presentation. He's very meticulous in music, what he puts out. And I think that is how we could all better the industry all together. 1 out of 10, DJ Fest.
And that's what he said, because he has not put out anything for the past 16 months during the COVID and thing. And what he did in regards to coming back out was the fact that, he came out big time in regards to I've been away, and he's been doing stuff because, like he said, he's a producer. He did a lot of work in the soca industry and stuff like that. But what he did in regards to bringing himself back out there, guys, I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm doing something. You totally went to a different level. Video production, new team that he worked with, in regards to the video, everything across the board. And this is not no friend thing. From if you watch this and you listen from beginning to, there is not one thing I could probably say that we could say you could do better.
I gotta talk to Vishma though. I want to know the girl in the video though.
She was 2019's Miss Trinidad and Tobago. And I did mention that the best part
I decided to do a little bit of research to see exactly what it was.
Now imagine how much R.A.W. liked this song. He had to go and do some research.
Because of this video, R.A.W. put a swing up in his house.
I don't know if that's a good thing. Cherish is on right now, so
I wasn't really paying attention to the video altogether for that reason. I'd already listened to the audio before it, but like I said,
why did you put the swing in your house, R.A.W.? We know why you put the swing in your house. You understand?
But I still want to know. Is whose man Cherish get engaged to?
She said the counselor. We all want to know. Hopefully, there's some political advantages of this union.
I see this guy.
Hey, maybe we can finally get some copyrights done.
Whispering in our ears. Alan, on Instagram, I see the guy whispering in our ears and like.
The kiss on the forehead is what does it for me, bro.
I really need to get a word. I really need to get a word with mommy because Randy, we didn't approve this and.
I almost wanted to hide the picture, but then when R.A.W. see it, I was like, oh, it's already out.
Look, Renita wants to know, yes, R.A.W. did get a swing in his house. It is there. So you're welcome to go. If you have Haagen-Dazs ice cream, you're welcome to see the swing on your own.
And Alan, one of the things I want to be a little bit specific on this production. The opening of this song depicts and it talks about Tumile, and it talks about this like love where you see this girl came. It's a real like an Indian movie story. Yeah, but
Bro, are you able to play the video? Can you play the video for everyone? Are you able to do that?
All right, give me a minute and I'll load that up in a sec.
Okay. Yeah, but I agree because and how they started it, he's surprising his girl to come and meet him at a time, gives her an outfit,
I gotta pick up and up my game on that one, bye.
Yeah, he gave you some good pointers. I mean, you only took the swing out of the whole video, but hopefully you're gonna understand about buying your wife or girl an outfit, do this, do that, do all these.
I'm going on Shein.com tonight because I hear them young ladies.
Lakshmi waiting for she outfit, she done ready. You know the address where she's at. So, because you're going to Mama Joanna or whatever like that, Lakshmi's willing to go with you.
But I think that's a positive for the industry, a great release. I mean, there are lots of other positive. Don't get us wrong, but we're just gonna do maybe 2 or 3 songs as it is because
Mhm.
of our time or in terms of an hour. Whilst Roche is getting that song, I don't want to step into the third piece, the story of my life. Was I wonder what
Of your
DJ
life.
Fest mean?
This is talking about
My
this
life.
whole
All
um
right, Fest.
he he
Fest, I think
he
Fest, I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you soon. Yeah, I'll see you soon.
August 21st, my brother Reyes will be hosting that fundraiser.
Yep. We'll be up for Chutney Wine, so hope you guys gonna come through on that.
So hopefully
Peter
Rose able
Valdio
to
and
get this
Miss
video up.
Harris and
Ah,
shout out to Lakshmi. I hope Lakshmi take me to breakfast this time. Lakshmi, I'll come hungry. I'll come hungry. So I hope you take me to breakfast, and we get breakfast the traditional way. Big ups to Greg tonight as well. Oh, we have the video lineup. We have the we. I think it's coming up there.
you got it, bro.
Let me see. I think we got it here. Let me
So
bring
we'll
that
just
to the
play it.
spotlight.
We'll just wait
You
for a
could
bit for the
feature
benefit.
that in the middle, and then you could put us back.
Yeah. It's about the girl for me though.
Isn't it
Miss
always?
Trinidad and Tobago, buddy. That's enough said.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is like. Look at this intro production.
मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए The love story तू मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए तू मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए ना हो तू दास तेरे पास पास मेरा होगा जिंदगी भर ना हो तू दास तेरे पास पास मेरा होगा जिंदगी भर सारे संसार का प्यार मैंने तुझे में पाया तू मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए Love story चन्ना तुझे देखने को निखला करता है आए ना भी हो दीदार को तरसा करता है
And Alan, I'm just pausing it there for a second. But
Uh-huh.
if you look at the sceneries, the production, the takes,
Yeah.
all the
Beautiful.
roles that was
Beautiful. Big
that
up-
was
big ups to
taken,
Trinidad.
it really
Big ups to Trinidad, no doubt.
it
Beautiful
shows
scenes.
the country.
All of
out.
that was planned. That was the concept behind this whole thing in regards, and that's how Vishma, as we know, Vishma is very detail oriented as well as Nishad in regards to his artistic creativity. We've seen what that was for the Diwali stuff they did last year, and
I'll tell you
everything
what,
that-
do. I'll tell you as you talk about that, they're working on that again for
Yep.
this year. They're working on
We
that
did
this
discuss that last night, and they are planning it. Hopefully, COVID doesn't affect it
year.
because
Yeah, and
the cast
they
that
are
they're
looking to. I'll tell you this: they are looking to expand it even further off the shores of Trinidad. I wouldn't say more on
Yep,
it. I'll just leave it as
exactly.
that. Hmm.
Exactly. Right.
But kudos indeed. Kudos to that one. Time is going with us. Yeah, time is going. So I think we'll move with the third piece that we just want to touch on a little bit. And I guess since I bring it up, I guess I'll
Yes.
mention it.
One
Go
quick
ahead,
second.
Rez.
Nisha just locked in, and I want him to hear that. Nisha, we featured your song tonight in regards to what our discussion is always about, in regards to production, quality. We had a song that was
Right.
very substandard before, but as the three of us are agreeing, 1,000,000% from beginning to end in regards to all aspect of music, this was phenomenal, brother. Kudos
Yes.
to
Phenomenal
you.
indeed. And this
Kudos to
is
you.
one of the productions that the young and upcoming singers ought to take a page out in Ishard's book when it comes to an actual production. He's a man that don't release very regular. I hope he listening to me. But he telling me get music. But when he does, he put the love and he puts a proper production out.
Correct.
So kudos to Shard on that. What he told me, Alan, is that despite for 16 months nothing was released, there's stuff in the studio that was.
Oh, he has a lot of things sitting there waiting, but he was
Yes.
working. He said like last night he worked with Bungie and Fayan, Nessa Preppy, Nyla Blackman. He
Yep.
he was doing a lot of production things on the soca
Yes.
side, but
So that is good. And he also told me last week in an interview that there is stuff to release. So we wait on Ishard M to come
and
through with
soon to be
that.
touring as well.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
So kudos.
so guys, as Riaz mentioned just now, we have a third piece that we want to talk about, but I think it's a good segue for us to kind of transition into what Riaz just talked. So final thoughts is, look at the production of this video, and I encourage all artists out there, look, you don't have to be a video producer. There's many
And I
out there.
and you don't have to be. I'm not telling anyone to go out there and be an Ishard M or be a KI
Be
or a
yourself.
Ramsey
Be
or a
yourself.
Leon
Be
or
yourself.
Randy.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Absolutely.
Be your own self when you come up to production. But what you could do is listen to these guys. The way that he did this, his enunciation was on point. His words, he was on point when it comes to key. That is what we're telling some of the young artists to listen. Some of these guys that try their utmost to master the art form and master the culture and industry that we're all playing part of. And this program is about rising the industry. Some may say we may be critical, but at the end of the day, we will offer you an advice. We don't have an advice to offer Nishardem, but to tell him, make more music and bring more music so we could play, brother.
All
That's
right.
all.
So Riaz, Alan, before we do.
Yeah, and what Reyes is saying, and I agree, be yourself. But what to take away from Nishad is that perfectionism, right? Being perfect in everything that you put out there. He did perfect in the video production. He did perfect in his enunciation. He did perfect in his scheme of everything, and even in regards to what they wanted to portray.
The choreography, right, Alan? The choreography of the way how he was on the swing. I know Riaz gets jealous when he hold up the gal and thing, but that's what it's all about.
But what I love more is
from
that
my eyes.
putting in the subtitles for you to really, when you're watching this video and you're reading what the words mean, you'd be like, damn, I wish I'd tell my woman that, boy. You understand? That's
Correct.
something that you want to say to your girl, or vice versa, whoever, because the meaning is so deep. And I've known this song for years upon years. I don't know Hindi, but
It's a Kumar Sanu classic altogether.
right, that's over 20 something years old. And what Nisha did to me, he helped really for me to understand what this song means. Even though I've heard it so many times in so many different variations, but he really opened my eyes in regards to the true meaning of what this is and how they portrayed it. I love it. Congrats, bro.
Correct. So Alan, you segue very beautifully there. That as much as look, not all of us understand Hindi songs, and we love Hindi songs, But what Nishad did here is a beautiful, wonderful example in translating it
Brilliant.
for our folks. And that's what it is all about, is uplifting, teaching, inspire. So
Roche,
congratulations again.
can you get the next song on where we and I'll take Shard off, or we're gonna go into.
Live.
Just
Well,
just I brought this topic up. I brought this one, this little piece. I asked the guys to let us bring this into it, and there's a
All right.
reason why I want to bring this in, because I'll start it like this. If you're not in the industry vibrant for a very long time, maybe 2 years and plus, or there's about. I could stand corrected. I know for sure it's 1 year, and we're already in the eight months, so that's a year and plus 8 months, and maybe a few months more to that. So I'm sure it's over 2 years altogether. But when you've been on making other things your priority, but you're an artist that love music and have a huge fan base, when you come up with a song and you release it, the love from us DJs, selectors, entertainers, and the love from fans will just click like you were never off the scene.
Exactly.
And this is what I must give KI and the band
I
and
got it.
KI for. KI, kudos to you. I think you've nailed it with a great return song. I gotta compliment you on it. And but if you know you get a nice thing going, just keep your girl away from me. I'm just saying that. That's
And less than a week and 47,000 views already. So that just goes to show in regards to his leverage in the industry. Three-time Chutney Soca Monarch winner, the youngest Chutney Soca Monarch winner that was out there. But you know, the lineage of the JMC Trevani family that's now been rebranded to KI and the band, that just goes to show in regards to what they're doing.
Finish your mid.
Is something that's really good, as well as his brother, you know, the Sean in Canada works with Marshall Montano and these kind of things. So this is the kind of, you know, level of production and whatnot that they're doing and who they're working with. So, you know, respect goes out to Shal, who wrote this song, by the way. That is the writer that did a phenomenal job in regards to his lyrics, where, you know, this is the anthem of our Prime Minister to be W.R.A.S. You know, if you have a nice thing going on, you know, no
no,
horn.
I'm gonna admit I am really connecting to this track.
I
am
bet
really
you
liking it. Oh God, all you please keep this girl away from Riaz.
all right,
Well,
I'm gonna.
Cherish, you best tell the Counselor Bailey watch himself.
Yeah, that story not gonna done. All right, I'm gonna go to the song real quick.
Good.
So I want everyone to take a quick listen.
Gotta unmute it.
You have a nice thing going on, family and gal and known. Everything you do for she. So if you know you love she, and you know you're really happy, it's best you keep she away from me. Oh, you have a nice thing going on, family and gal and known. Everything you do for she. So if you know you love she, and you know you're really happy, it's best you keep she away from me. When I was 21, had plenty girls around, but something always make me fall for all the marijuana.
All right,
This is-
Alan.
Riaz been
Alan,
singing this for
we
years.
can't let Riaz go first. Alan, you go first.
I got it. A lot of people don't know Charles, my nephew. You understand, myself and Verendra's family. So I gotta give this young man. He always does things to a different level, right? And as Reyes had mentioned, just like Nishad, off the radar for about 16 months, tending to his family. Also, happy birthday going out to his son. This weekend is his son's second birthday, and he's in Canada. But you know, that he's been studying family obligations, wasn't putting out music and things like that. And now that he's starting to go back on tour and think, boom,
Yeah.
Came out the gate hitting heavy.
He
47K
like he
views.
like
People
Lucky. He
people
like
looking for
Lucky.
dub plate,
You know the
all this
horse
stuff.
Lucky always running and winning. He like Lucky. He just
Yeah.
come out and bam. So big
And
ups to Nisha. Big ups to KI on this one. Yeah, yeah. You
and
did
so
a
Yes,
job. You did
you
another
a
gotta
great
give
another
job.
Charles a
wonderful
lot of credit.
production, and you can see the work that's put into this. So
Video
guys,
quality is phenomenal.
yeah. So guys, to all the artists out there, all the producers out there, you're gonna put something out. Make sure you put something that you want your name on.
Yeah, put the
And
extra effort into
and
it. Put the
Cherish did
extra
say
effort to make it
Cherish
happen.
mentioned something here which Charles sings a lot about women problems, right? I hope he doesn't have women problems, but he is known as that. That is one thing with him, right? That it's always something going on with some woman. So
Only
now
one
he's
thing.
telling you, keep your woman away from me if
There's only
everything is
one
good.
thing. Yeah. Real thing is only one thing. Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
So
besides the Jumbie song a couple of years ago, that's a different realm that he
so
went through
question
with that.
question question guys. Releasing a song every week versus waiting and release a song every month or maybe every other month. Thoughts?
My thing is quality over quantity. 100%. There is one person that does a lot of quantity, but his quality is good, and that's Rayaz's brother, Ravi B. Ravi B is on a different element, right? Raymond is on a different element where they put out 10 to 12, they could put out 10 to 12 songs, but these newer artists in them, you don't have that kind of formula yet, right? You're building it
Yeah.
for yourself.
And what the younger artists need to understand, and not hitting hard at them, is that these guys have been in the industry for more than 2 decades. They have a fan base that range from countries to countries. So you'll find that they may not make a hit, but they are gonna get earplay nevertheless. They've created relationships across borders from borders. The new artists, I'll advise you, is do not make a song, and I say this with no apologies, and I say this with great amount of passion. Do not make a song and keep it home or keep it in your circles and think you're gonna get airplay. Do not be lazy and don't send out an email or don't find the announcers, and then don't go on social media ever, because I'm gonna be the with 1 to 5 that's gonna attack you like crazy and tell me that DJs and entertainers are not playing your song when you never reach to someone like me or Roche or DJ Fest or or Alan or the guys across from 103 in Trinidad or NCN or whichever network. And there are lots of artists like that that they make a song and they just leave it out of laziness. And they think, well, oh, we song and get feature, and oh, them in playing we song.
No,
Brother
well,
or
and I
sister,
agree. Now, in
make
regard,
it and reach out. Reach out. You need to work the same way and stop thinking you're Marshall or Ravi B or a Raymond. You need to stop thinking and said, well, why Riaz or why them guys only playing the Ravi B first release or the first track? Believe it or not, those guys reach out, or their management, they reach out. The GI, one of the most prolific artists when it comes to releasing a track. I gotta give him credits to this. Man, the man is gonna set up a whole lineup. Roche, we had this discussion, I think. You
Yes,
know,
we did.
and
And
don't send
Riaz,
me.
before you jump away from that comment, I just want to stick there for a second.
Mhm.
I messaged GI and it says, brother, can you send me a quick little, bio about yourself, because we're gonna airplay your song, and he says, no problem, hang tight. So now here I am. I'm waiting on WhatsApp for him to write a little something for me, and bing! I see an email came in. I opened the email. It's like a 4-page document, and it talks
Yes,
about everything about GI. It talks about his song, his latest release, where he's gonna be, where he's performing, his
branding is
background,
key.
every single thing. And I'm like,
Branding,
there's nothing else you can ask him for.
branding
but
is
you
key
gotta
for the
give
young
kudos.
artists. I'll advise you, take the time. Listen, if you send me your song via Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp, ain't reaching into the Seratos. Anything get in play.
Exact.
Point
But
blank.
but what like Reyes mentioned, management. The reason for GI to have that like that is due to his manager, his wife Natasha, very professional woman. That's how she conducts herself. She works in the corporate industry,
And the
and
PR industry as well.
right, and she has GI like that in regards to those things. As Ray had mentioned a little bit earlier, one of the things that I definitely hate, and we spoke about this, no artist should ever send me a damn YouTube and say, "Hey, here's my song. Can you play it?" Right? I don't agree with that. That to me is completely unprofessional, the whole nine and whatever. As you guys know, there's a bunch of artists that I help put their music on platforms. I got about 16 artists in them that I'm doing that for. And then there's a few of them that I'm managing, right? So as you guys noticed, this weekend gone, we dropped a song with Ahmed Sagram. I reached out to everyone, 103, 101, 106, 97, Abi Tunes, WRAs, and so it goes. But you need to give them the correct stuff. You understand? Here's the MP3, here's their flyer, this is who produced it. This is who did it. Blah, 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 blah. Any further information, they know what to do. That is how you put out music. You cannot put out music by just saying, boss, here's my YouTube. Organize me now, right? Or what can you do for me or anything like that. That doesn't fly. You send me a YouTube, I ain't playing it.
Correct.
I am not playing it.
And you know, Alan, just to add there, look, I always tell people, look, if you want to be lazy, don't. It's not about lazy. Be productive in a very you know in a very like organized fashion, right?
Oh.
Like
And don't
Google,
send a
like for
WhatsApp either.
example, Google, right? You can get a Gmail and you get a free storage. You drop your song and you email the link and everybody can download it.
Yep.
Right. And I gotta big up, I gotta say, respect to, I mean, a lot of the guys, even Ravi, Raymond, them, whenever they send their Dropbox link, it has an MP3
Everything there.
and it has a wave and it has a graphics. You don't even have to ask them for anything. So big up to the guys, them who's taking the extra work and the extra step to do the right thing. And like Alan and Riaz says, listen, we don't want to rip a YouTube link, because if you decide to go take somebody karaoke, like Udit Narayan karaoke or Kumar Sanu track, and sing over it and drop it on YouTube, and they hit a copyright, buddy, who platform suffer?
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
But also and don't send a WhatsApp, right? Don't send a WhatsApp audio and say, boss, play my song for me now, right? That doesn't work, because I am positive the producer didn't send you. And we all know you lose the quality in regards to WhatsApp. You lose the quality in a rip, all these kind of things. Because if man like Marshall Montano is putting me on his email list, why is it that you Hari Singh Narayan or whatever your name is, right? New artists come out to be, cannot take the time to put your MP3 together, put your wave, your flyer together with your information, and go that next step.
Cherish, you get the people that preaching the same thing. That's why you think look nice on a release. So humble yourself.
Cherish has a release dropping on the 27th. That's coming out just now. And hopefully her people will make sure it's done in the right way so Reyes can play it.
All right,
guys. So we're coming up. We're into the 9 o'clock hour, and
But before we go, send us your submissions. Send it to Rose. Send it. I just got 3 songs already that people's like, yo, can you talk about this song? You understand?
Right.
And some of them is artists.
And look,
send it to Reyes. Send it to Rose. Send it to myself.
We made it so easy. If you want to send a song to Abby Tunes, submission at abbytunes.com. How easy?
I mean, for us to discuss it next week, Raw.
Yes, so we're gonna talk about that.
And we should. All of us are gonna be in New York together, so we're gonna be in studio next week.
We're gonna be at different settings altogether next week, as it is Wednesday night. But in the meantime, have a good one, everyone. Thanks in Canada, thanks to all across the US, all across Trinidad, all around the world, all across Guyana, for being part of Raw tonight. From my end across in Guyana, we're 3 different locations right now. From my end in Guyana, WRES, and I'll leave it to the guys to take us out.
Alan?
And from myself, We Ting Radio, I'm in Florida this week. Hopefully next week I'm going to be by R.A.W, alongside my brother Reyes. I won't be late next week. But in summation, right, like I said, the purpose of this show is about elevating music. And hopefully you guys came away with tonight that, one, we talked about lyrics, we talked about production, we talked about that professionalism to submit your music out there. Replay this if you're catching the end because it's very formative. I love what we're doing, guys. I'm very proud of, we're taking that step for the industry because we are part of the heartbeat of that industry. We're just a little bit of it, just 3 segments. There's more components, but we are taking that step, and I'm proud that my brothers are alongside me with trying to do this.
Definitely. Have a good one.
All right, so until next week, we will see you all again. And of course, if you have a song that you would like for us to cover on the segment, please drop it on our page. You can send a link, anything. Just send us a song that you would like us to cover, whether it's the best song you've heard or otherwise.